time to shake this shit up.
Shake it up and shake it up.
Shake this shit.
And shake it up and shake it up.
Shake this shit up.
Shake it up and shake it up.
Shake this shit.
And shake it up and shake it up.
Shake this shit up.
Shake it up, shake it up and shake it up. Shake it up, shake it up and shake it up. Shake it up, shake it up and shake it up. Shake it up, shake it up and shake it up. Hey y'all, come join us and shake this shit up. Hey you guys, welcome to Hookahs and Conversations.
Yes.
This is your girl Tamika. I definitely finally, after a year almost.
Don't do me. Don't do me.
I'm coming for it.
I'm here. Don't do me.
I got my best friend, on my podcast. This is my best friend, Millie. You know, most people call her Jamilya. I call her Millie, Jay. She got a lot of
Everything.
Everything. So today, our hookah flavors, you guys. I tried to switch it up for Millie. So I'm doing like a little pineapple flavor with a little bit of strawberry orgasm, orange orgasm. You know, we're gonna put like a little sex in it or whatever. But how you like the hookah? Let's taste it.
It's there.
It's no mint in it, y'all.
You said mango.
Pineapple.
Pineapple. Okay.
So do you taste the flavors?
I taste the pineapple.
Let me see how.
But it is fruity. It is fruity. Yeah.
I didn't think you would want mint, so.
Mint cool, cause it keep it cool and give you that cool flavor.
That shit good.
It is though.
I'm sorry.
It's real good. It's real good.
And I'm really excited about my outfit, but we're gonna go there in a minute. What we drinking on? What you drinking on?
I got some with Froze, and you added a little bit of Ciroc.
A little Ciroc, y'all. It's Ciroc Passion. Baby, put that in all y'all drinks, because I'm going to tell y'all one thing. It give me summertime.
Yes.
It definitely give me summertime.
Vacation, we chilling, relaxing, winding down.
Mine's is beach. It's called Peach on the Beach cocktail, honey. Yes.
It's real good. And it complement the hookah too. It's the fruity, all that go together.
We definitely in Cancun all over again. Even though we really never been together.
Not yet. But we coming.
Did you say what?
We coming.
It's confirmed. It's on tape. She coming to Cancun.
Okay.
With your girl for her birthday. Months down the line, but we're going to definitely have some fun, you guys. Because we get drunk. Okay? But let me tell y'all something. I want to open up by saying the outfit I have on, you know, last episode I told you guys that I was going to start wearing my homegirl Kiera boutique line. So just go follow her up on her personal page up on the Kiera. Also, she has her business page. It is called, I'm learning the name, it is called Delilah Exotic Boutiques. Mm-hmm. She sell hair, she sell clothes, she about to get into kid wear, she about to get into adult wear, men wear, shoe wear. Like, my girl got it going on. And baby, let me tell you something.
It is sexy.
Let me tell you, because you know I never stand up on my podcast.
I love it. Like,
baby,
girl.
It's giving me life. It giving me life. So y'all want to get your life go.
And it got the girls up.
It got the girls up, baby. And I ain't got no bra on. So
yes.
This is me.
This cute.
So
cute.
If y'all want to get y'all life how I'm feeling my life, go fuck with my girl.
Right. Tell her I'm going to have to buy that.
So, Kiera, you already got a customer.
Right. I'm going to buy that right there.
So,
I love it. The color, everything.
It's
real
so
nice.
cute. And with the earrings, y'all, you know, I forgot where I got the earrings from, but it does compliment the
It's definitely, spring and summer.
So,
it's real cute.
This is a good little vacation or even a club, you know, wear or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
even brunch too.
Yeah. So go fuck with my girl. I'll make sure I tag her information up on this this episode. But let's get into this these icebreakers. You ready? Don't be nervous on my podcast.
I'm a little nervous, but it's okay. It's okay.
But you know I'm messy. You know I shake shit up. So, also you guys, I have merch about to get ready to hit. That was the next surprise that I had for you guys. That should be available in the month of June, the end of June. Okay, so you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so would you rather only have very loud or totally silent sex?
Ooh.
So do you have loud sex or your sex be like quiet, like you want him to put his hand on your mouth and shit?
It depends on the
Because
vibe.
you know what? We never really talk about your sex life.
We
so-
know,
we never talk about her sex life.
It depends on the vibe, to be honest.
So what's your vibe?
Okay, girl, you know we got them kids. So quiet is damn near all the time.
Before the kids.
Now, before the kids, definitely loud.
Loud.
And I like the loud. I like the moaning, the smacking. Like, this
Smacking
happening on,
ass.
bitch. Like, I'm in a porno.
So,
Yeah. But I also like the quietness.
Okay.
You
So
know,
the quietness came with the kids.
The kids.
Well, that taught you how to be quiet.
And I feel like it intensifies it too. Like when it's quiet, because it's kind of like you sneaking a little bit.
Yeah,
You know, you
yeah,
sneak a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
It's just like, ooh, bitch, we
Put
ain't
your
doing
little
this.
face, yeah.
So
Hopefully I don't walk in.
intensifies it too.
Oh,
so
okay.
it just depends.
Okay, you in 101. He know why his name 101. Well, he called me 101, but that's his name. Jordan, my brother, period.
You know he gonna be watching too.
And you know what? When she said that her fiance watched the episode too, I really appreciate all my supporters. Like, y'all just don't understand.
We love it so much.
And I have people just asking like, when's the next episode? You need to do more episodes. Like, I be nervous on each episode.
Girl, I understand, but it looks natural. If you nervous, we can't tell.
Y'all can't tell because I be
But
so.
you know you like to talk.
I love to talk. I be talking her ear off. I'm like, Millie, I gotta call you for one thing. That one thing turned to 100 things. She's like, okay, girl.
But you've been doing really good. For real,
really
I'm getting your
appreciate
flowers,
it.
and I'm so proud of you for doing this. You was talking about it for so long. So proud of you. So proud of you. You doing your thing, bitch. You doing your thing.
I'm doing my thing.
It's gonna go far too.
Period.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
And I'm taking the team with me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we do it. So, for me, I say, I like loud. Going back to the question, I like the loud, like you said, smacking on the ass because my favorite position, I didn't ask you that. My favorite position is doggy style for a second, but I want your hand on my neck. You know, y'all should know that about me because I don't talk about it on every episode. Hand on my neck, I want you to smack my ass. I want to call your name. I call you daddy.
Yes.
Like, come on, that intensity shit. Like, I feel like that 50 Shades of Grey. Like I said, I want him to, even though my husband haven't did it yet, but put me on the wall. Like,
so you like the toys?
put me. I think
Like,
I would
like a little
toys,
paddle?
but my husband, Gino not really into toys, but
Okay.
that I want to try that paddle. You got a paddle? You got a paddle?
I think that looks small.
We
We ain't used it in a
You ain't
while.
doing no that. See, that's how you had them kids.
We ain't used it in a while. But he likes his hand though. The hand.
I like the hand.
hand.
So what's your
pulling
favorite
and all
position?
that. Missionary. I do.
I like missionary too. I don't think it's boring. A lot of people think missionary is boring.
Exactly.
It give me like, I can feel you. I can see your eyes. I can kiss you when I want to.
And I like to hold you close to me.
Yes.
Like,
put a head in.
yes, I'm all intimate.
Yes.
Like, I love intimacy. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, the closeness, like, the holding on top of me, all of that. I love
I
that.
do like that.
But dogs still cool, too. Like, you know, let's fuck real quick.
See, that's what
you know
it
what I'm
is.
saying?
So
Let's
doggy
fuck
style
real
is
quick.
fuck.
Yes.
And then missionary is like passionate, intimate, like you said. So it depends on your night.
Yeah, just
Drunk
how
night,
you feel
let's
it.
fuck.
Exactly. Drunk night.
Well, you know what? It all depends. Because drunk night could be, I want to feel you. I like to roll that head and put it towards me. And,
drunk night, bitch.
you know, he got dreads.
I'm a
so.
thigh. I'm a
You
thigh.
hold
Drunk
that.
night.
So hold on, wait. You
Drunk
Miami
night,
or you
I'm a thigh.
JT? You know, I be like, Miami bitches, city girls.
Miami is the more wild one, it seems like. JT kind of reserved.
Yeah,
If
she
you ever
is.
noticed that.
I feel like
Yeah.
our personality, I'm more Miami and
I'm more JT.
JT, yeah.
Yeah, but
The other day, bitch, you said you was Miami. You said I was JT when we went out.
Okay, but but if I'm drunk, bitch, I'm in Miami.
You Miami.
Oh, bitch. I want it rough. I can take the dick then, because I be running for the dick
Take the
sometimes.
dick.
I be running. I run sometimes, bitch. I run.
Not
But
run.
I run sometimes for dick. But when you drunk,
How long is how you run? You like,
I be kind of pushing it out a little bit. Dog style, I be kind of like, ooh,
So how many of my listeners always push back?
I be pushing.
Because I be pushing back too. Like, come on.
Right.
Woo.
But drunk, legs
Let
up,
go.
bitch. And
I'm a cheerleader. I'm on the Olympics. I can do everything when I'm drunk.
for real.
But my husband always say, I don't want no drunk pussy. I'm like, shit, you come to the house drunk, so that's drunk dick.
What do you mean?
on drunk pussy, but this is the way.
My man love it because you know what? I'm more aggressive that way. Like, are you the aggressor?
I'm the controller.
Okay. You are the control.
Okay.
You are the control. You are the control. So I understand it. But I do let the men take control most of the time. I do. But when I'm drunk, I take control. I'm more aggressive.
Because when I'm not drunk, I'm like, so which, like, I don't ask him, but he just do whatever he wants to do.
Okay.
But now, if I'm fucked up, let me tell you how I'm fucked up. Then have it your way. It's like, man, who's closing that? Have it your way. Burger King or McDonald's?
Have it your way. Burger King.
Burger King. It's like a Burger King.
Hey, bitch, have it
your way.
I don't know.
She know what I just told her.
I don't forget.
So let's go to the second question. Yeah, we got 2 more questions, you guys. So I'm gonna let you ask.
Okay.
This is the well, you can choose. It's only 5, so choose the second one.
Okay, would you rather have a stranger watch you have sex just once or have a stranger watch you eat a full holiday meal by yourself?
That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's like the dumbest question I read on my podcast. So either have a stranger watch me once. I don't like people, but you know what? I hate when people watch me eat. You remember I told you that?
Because you said you can't eat in a big setting.
No, like if we out and we partying, I can't really enjoy my food like that because I'm ready to twerk and do all
bitch,
that.
I'm greedy.
That bitch was you like that.
Bitch, I'm greedy. I'm gonna eat. You know what? I used to feel that way, like, oh my God, motherfuckers watching me eat. But girl, I don't give a fuck now. I'm hungry. Everybody gotta eat. So I'm gonna say, watch me eat.
So you would have somebody watch
I
you
a stranger watch me eat and have sex.
Ooh, child.
But that may be a little.
I like the intent though of a stranger watch me have sex. Cause I never done that before.
That's a little spontaneous.
It is a little spontaneous. Do they supposed to know they watching you? Or
it just happens.
It just happens. Would you keep going? Like, say for instance, you enjoy having sex, right? Y'all know y'all having sex. This is a question for me that I'm asking. Okay. So y'all know this question is called would you rather, but I call them get to know. So this question, if y'all having sex, y'all chose a place to have sex openly where people can watch you, but nobody haven't walked past yet. So you really in tune, really in it, and then a motherfucker walk past. Do you stop or keep going?
A motherfucker walk past. I ain't gonna
lie.
Bitch, I may freeze up.
You almost about to orgasm though. You almost about to come.
If I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep going then. If I'm almost about to orgasm, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going because bitch, it's hard to get that back up.
It's hard to get. You got to do all that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep on bouncing.
I'm keep going. How we gonna bounce? I'm bouncing.
But if I ain't almost about to orgasm, bitch, I'm gonna freeze. I'm gonna act like I'm hugging him. Like I'm hugging him, giving him a kiss.
And that's why we should at least try a all nude resort. I feel.
I do want to try it.
I feel.
I do want to try it.
I feel. Now I have went to a topless resort before. I didn't get topless, but it was people walking around topless. But
how was it though?
Like, it was
because I be thinking like, is it weird a little bit? Because you know how some folks are creepy. They creeps. And they just be probably looking at you trying to get off or whatever. Or is people just minding their business and they just free?
So they was just minding their business being free. It wasn't, I didn't see no creeps. I'm pretty sure it was some out there.
And, but it wasn't noticeable.
And the crazy thing is, it wasn't even that many. It wasn't because it was in Cancun, so it wasn't even that many older people. It was a lot of young people walking around.
I'm surprised.
Our age. Walking around with their boobs.
Because you know, normally the older people
crowd,
do
they
that.
do that. That's their thing. They don't care. They've been here all these
years. Exactly,
like
they about to live their life. Yeah.
Okay. But it was a lot of young people walking around, or having like bathing suits on, see-through bathing suits. Now I said I would try that, but I think I would do that on a girl's trip.
Yeah,
I don't think I would do that with my.
Yeah, with your husband and friends.
Because the way my husband set up.
Yeah, and it's just too much.
Out.
It's too much too, and I'm not comfortable around
other people, men
that you know.
Yeah,
you know if everybody right. But you know if everybody on vacation, I don't know y'all don't know us. Cool. We cool like
so
that.
I would do it with couples I don't know.
Yeah,
like because I don't care how you look, how your man looking at me, because I don't even like him anyway. And I ain't even finding him attractive because I'm with my husband. But
or like you said, just on a girl's trip.
On a girl's trip, I think it's better. Y'all Don't do it with nobody else, man. Just do it on the girls' trip. I think that's best, and it won't cause no confusion. Okay, with the friendship. That's if y'all real friends.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go to the last question. This is the last one, y'all. Would you rather have to wear the same pad? Would you rather have to wear the same pad all day while on a heavy period, or wear no pad or tampon on the light flow?
The last one, of course.
Who gonna do what they got that pad all
On
day?
a heavy period, bitch, that shit gonna start seeping through.
Well, bitch, I don't have periods no more, but
Lucky bitch.
bitch, it's a lot coming. I can't have kids.
But I ain't gonna lie, that on the light flow, ooh, that bitch, that tampon on the
Well,
light
hold
flow,
on.
that hurt. But I guess you can add a little lube to it. Add a
Can you
little
just
lube
put
to it.
tissue on the light day? Just put tissue down there. Cause I'm on a heavy period, or put like a little not a pad. What they call panty
Panty
liners?
liners, yeah. Panty liners on the light. On
Right.
The light day.
That's
That's cool.
We just changed the
Yeah.
question up. but-
Right. You done made it fit how you want to fit. Because, bitch, a tampon on a light day will hurt. But like I said, you add a little lube on it, it should be the slide.
We both going to the second part because we is not
That
going
heavy
to
flow
that
one-
heavy flow on
Girl,
one pad all
that is
day.
nasty.
But it's women that does that. If y'all the women that do it, do not even comment. I don't want to hear y'all. I
On
don't
your
wanna hear y'all
cycle,
mess
yeah. We gonna choose the second option.
that. I'm choosing the second one.
Like you said, a light pad on your
Okay,
light
so
flow. Panty liner.
you know what, y'all? I definitely like we just skipped over. I just said best friend, but I'm gonna tell her to let y'all know a little bit about herself. So Jamilya, let my listener know a little bit. See, she hold the hookah two ways.
I know.
Cause I just got the hookah. See,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
because
Don't
just
because
got.
you be holding me.
I
You
do
be
be
holding me.
holding
I'm
you.
gonna get you back.
Oh my god. Okay, so I had skipped the step, you guys. It's that Let my listener know while I'm smoking a hookah a little bit about yourself. Let them know originally where you from.
Okay.
Let them know how old you are, if
Okay.
that's possible.
Yeah.
Let them know about you been engaged, how long that been, and you don't have to tell them about your man or whatever, but just let them know a little bit about you, a little interesting.
So I'm a Georgia girl.
and how we made each other.
Look, she had to go to there. I'm a Georgia girl.
Here it.
So I was
You a great
born-
baby?
I'm a great baby.
That's how you really ain't Georgia.
You a
You
great
Georgia,
baby.
but
You a
you're
great
not
baby?
Atlanta.
I'm definitely not Atlanta.
Yeah, you just Georgia.
But everybody said they from Atlanta, but they not.
So what
I mean,
part
you may
from?
be from. Wait, you from Riverdale? Where you from?
Bitch, that's I'm from Riverdale. I ain't from Riverdale.
Yeah, where you was
I'm
born?
from Conley.
Oh, I didn't even know
Yeah,
that.
down the street from Forest Park.
You
Atlanta
know
all
something?
day South.
Okay, good. Okay. So I was
Great
born.
baby.
I was born in Marietta.
Mm-hmm.
I lived there for a few years. Marietta, and then I moved to. Girl, I done moved a whole lot of places. So y'all ready
Girl,
for
my
this?
mama moved me so many places every 2 years. Go ahead.
Girl, all over the place.
Your mama was like my mama. They could have been best friends.
So, oh wait, I'm 31.
Period.
Scorpio, bitch. You know I gotta rip that Scorpio.
I do love my Scorpio sister, but
You know I gotta rip that
cancels
Scorpio.
all day. Cancels all day.
It's okay.
But go ahead. It ain't about me. It's about you. Go ahead.
But so I'm 31. Like I said, I was born in Marietta, but I done moved y'all a lot of places because growing up when my mama was rough. So I lived with different family members. So, I was living, like I said, I was born in Marietta. One point in time, I was living in Mississippi, Greenville, Mississippi, with my aunt. Yes, bitch, country ass Mississippi. So I'm a Delta girl. I don't know if y'all know what that means. So I got a little Delta in me. Do you know what Delta means? So Delta is like by the Mississippi River. So
okay, I don't know. Yeah.
Greenville, I guess you can say Arkansas, Louisiana, like
We
all
should
the
go visit them. We should go, girl,
area.
trip.
They
You should
like
go
the
visit them.
Delta. Yeah.
Okay, you should
So
show
I
me
got a
that.
little bit of that because I was back and forth, Mississippi. Then I lived with my auntie, Sylvia.
That's why you're not that hood.
Yeah, I the girl.
I'm so glad you're not that hood. I don't know how we both would work. I'm hood. And
You hood, yeah. So
But, okay.
But then so I moved with my auntie Sylvia. This played a real big part of my life. So I lived with her for about 5-6 years in Decula, Gwinnett County.
Okay.
So straight suburbs. Like when I moved there, I think I was in the 4th grade. Girl, I was like it was me and another black girl in the class.
Wow.
Maybe 2 black boys.
How was that?
Everybody white.
How was that?
It was okay. Because I went to school with a lot of white people all my life, kind of, at a young age. Okay. So I was kind of used to it. Thankfully, when I was there, it wasn't, I'm sure they was racist, but they knew how to hide it. So I never really experienced racism, like, in my face. You get what I'm trying to say? But it was there. Mm. But it was okay. Like I said, when you're around white people, it's like you can't really be yourself. I'm trying to say you don't really know how to... You try to kind of be like them a little bit, but then you be like, but I'm a black girl, So
do you think, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but do you think that that mess with your personality, like that molded you who you are today?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Sometimes I never knew that about you.
Mm-hmm,
so definitely. When you say that, now that I've been knowing you, this my girl, and now that you say that, I can see that. Mm-hmm. I can see how you be like real chillax,
right? Reserved. Yeah, because like I said, it was just a lot going on. Okay, so like I said, I lived with my auntie from about 4th grade all the way into like 9th grade year. Mm-hmm. And then I moved back with my mom. And when I moved back with my mom, she was living at the time in Dunwoody. Okay. So I started going to Dunwoody there, and it was more black kids there. So, I was starting to be around more black kids. I'm like, okay.
So how was that?
Awkward still, bitch.
So now you feel like the white girl.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I was just like, what the fuck? And girl, I gotta share this story. I would never forget this, because I ain't never experienced this. When it was like my first day. My first day there.
Do this or no?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah. So it's like my first day. I'm a new girl on the block, and I hate it too, bitch. I've been a new girl so many times at school. I hate it so fucking much. Oh my God, new girl, starting over. I don't know nobody, ain't got no friends. So one day I came to school, and like I said, my first day, and it was this guy in class. He was like, oh, you knew. So we was in the cafeteria, we was chumping it up. He was, showing me things. And I remember I was in the cafeteria, this one girl was just staring at me the whole time. Mm-hmm. So then, I think it was like a fire drill or something. Everybody was outside. 2 girls came up to me. It was just like, I don't forgot her name, but she was just like, so-and-so said you was ugly or something like that.
This at the black school or the white school?
The black school girl.
They be hating at the black school.
Girl, first day.
She moved with dark skin.
Drama.
She was light skin.
Same complexion.
No.
Come to find out, the dude that was showing me around was her boyfriend. So she got mad about
that.
It was
her. It wasn't nobody else.
So I was just like, damn, these bitches trying to fight me on day one. What the fuck? Like, so I was just like, well, if she ain't gonna, me, I'm trying to add tough. Yeah. I was like, well, if the bitch ain't gonna say it to my face, I'm trying to add tough. I don't want motherfuckers to think I'm a pushover. So I'm like, well, if the bitch ain't gonna say it to my face, I don't give a fuck. So, and when I told them that, they kind of backed up a little bit.
So let me ask you this, because when you said that, what? Okay, go ahead. Keep going. I got
Go ahead.
So, what was your first fight?
Girl,
have you ever gotten in a fight?
One kind of fight, and it wasn't really a fight. It wasn't even really a fight.
What was it then?
Like I said, it was just over some he say, she say, man. She confronted me, and we was at school, like, in the hallways or whatever. And I was just like, bitch, if you gonna fight, let's fight. And really, my mom like, bitch, I'm like,
don't fight me.
But I'm like, bitch, I'm about to fight, bitch. You ain't about to just try to... I'm about to see right now. But it didn't, nothing happened, so... Okay, and that was it. So I never really been in like a physical altercation. Like I done went back and forth with girls before, over ex-boyfriends and stuff like that, but never like physical.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, okay, do you have any siblings? Because my
one brother.
Okay, he older, or younger?
Younger. He just turned 30.
Okay, brother. Mm-hmm. What's his name?
Javante.
Have I ever met?
You never met him?
Yeah,
he been in Indiana all this time. Girl, so I'm not
relationship. Okay, we don't have to talk about it from bad, but y'all relationship is what?
It is.
Is it distance? Like we don't really know each other.
I love my brother, and I'm just gonna say it like this because I want to put his business out there, or whatever. But he kind of suffered from substance abuse. You get what I'm trying to say? So it'll put a strain
on y'all,
on our relationship because it went from my younger brother, I want to see him do good, this and that, to he always calling me, asking me for money.
So if you had to say anything to him, because this is something that I never asked ask my guests who come on. If you had to say something to him now, like down the line, he probably don't listen to my podcast, but if it came up on his YouTube, what would you say to him?
I love you. Because I don't know if he feel that way. Because like I said, me and him kind of had a rough childhood. We probably going to touch about that a little bit.
Okay.
And his past, he went a different route than me.
Okay.
And I could have went that same route.
If
you
you
know,
would
girl, I don't
in
want
the
to
same
cry. I
situation.
don't want to cry. I don't
You
want
know,
to
I
cry.
got tissue, bitch. And
Girl.
let me tell you something. On this podcast, I need everybody to understand. We laugh, we definitely drink, and we definitely smoking this hookah. But we also cry, we open up, and I just like to just keep it real with my listeners because you never know what somebody actually going through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
Just hold on, you guys. We're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna get some tissue. So you guys, we are back. Yeah, she's crying. You know, that's what we do. We open up. Close the door a little bit.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
So we back. So we're gonna open up. We're gonna let her get this out because obviously, you know, she get it out to her fiance, but somebody going through this same thing and they need to hear this. So let's go ahead and open up about it.
Yeah, like I said, our childhood was like really, really, really rough. You know, my mom just, you know, constantly always trying to get herself together.
Okay.
Constantly. You know, even to this day, you remember how she just came? Constantly.
Great spirit, too, though.
Girl, you know, I love her. You know, I love her spirit. She's very open. She's very just free with men. You know what I'm trying to say? But that particular parent, just, she's more free. And I don't want to use the word selfish, but that's what I'm just going to say.
That's it.
She's just selfish with her own time. You know what I'm trying to say? Versus being there all the time for her kids. Okay. You get what I'm saying? So that was the type of mother we dealt with. Okay. So, you know, when I was very blessed to live with my Auntie Sylvia for those 6-7 years.
So Auntie Sylvia is like mom. So
second mom.
So we're gonna talk about boundaries. That's what you want to talk about, right? Okay.
So, like I said, so I was very blessed to have my Auntie Sylvia to show me family, show me how a house supposed to be, you know, a stable home, all of that. Versus my brother, he was with, you know, my other family members that was trying to get themselves together too. You get what I'm trying to say? So he kind of wasn't really fortunate to have a person to take him in, like how my auntie took me in. So that, you know, and then his dad really wasn't in his life either, you know, and then when he found out about his dad having a whole nother family with his brothers and stuff, that his dad was being a perfect father to them, but not to him. Right. And that just sent him over the edge. You get what I'm trying to say? So he don't have his mama, he don't have his daddy, like, damn, don't nobody care about me. You know, that's how he feel. That's how he feel. Yeah. So he just kind of been on the path just spiraling out of control. But, you know, I just pray my brother, I'm hoping he get his together one day.
He will, because I can understand the way he felt about that. Is because, you know, I tell my listeners a lot about my childhood, and I'm not saying that my parents wasn't as bad. I'm saying that God gave me the parents for my life that He gave me, right? Right. And so that's something that, like, in therapy, that I had to come to grips with and say, okay, so these is the parents He gave me, and this is what I have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Parents, I'm going to talk about the parents, even though I'm not one. I feel like I can relate a little bit when you go deep into it. They had to make decisions based off their life at the time. And so we have to forgive them for the decision they made, whether it hurt us as children, as toddlers, as adults now, young adults then. And we still living with that. Exactly. And we hold on to so much hurt. But the thing is, they do too. Exactly. And their parents do too. And their parents do too. So it's like, back in the day, they were just having kids. I'm not even talking about my mom. I'm talking about my grandma and my great-grandma. And, you know, rest in peace her soul. But they were just having kids like turtles.
Same. My grandma, my mom's mom had 10 kids.
They were just having kids.
No man.
Right.
10 kids. And, you know, so... when I was a child, I used to hurt so bad, you know, because my friends, everybody got their parents. You know, where my parents? You know, so I used to hurt so bad about that. But when I got older, I was able to extend grace to my parents.
And I had a hope.
Sure. I was able to extend grace to my parents, and that's why I want to say, if you're going through something with your parents or whatever, just extend grace, because I was able to not put it about me all the time, and, you know, think about what my mom went through with her parents and her life. And the same thing with my dad. He had off the chain. So even though my dad could have been a better dad, I'm glad he stayed in my life. He's still in my life today.
He comes to
He's a grandparent to his grandboys. So I'm just thankful for my parents, you
Right.
know, for them to be able to do whatever they did, because they had a hard life.
Mhm.
You get what I'm trying to say? So you kind of got to put yourself in their shoes, understand what they've been through or whatever. She could have been a better parent to me and my brother, but I extend grace to her.
They
you know
could, and they could have been. And the thing is, the only reason why I feel like we say they could have been is because, like, I don't have kids, but I'm like, if I have kids, then I know I would be this. So they could have been. Like you got two boys,
Exactly.
you know, my got kids,
Yes.
and you a great ass mom. Let me go ahead and give you your flowers. You a great ass mom. You put your boys first. The way that you are with your kids is something that I would want to be when I have those kids, when I adopt my kids. I never told you that.
Thank you.
But I just feel like you give them the world.
And, you know, and a part of me is want to give them what I didn't have. And I don't want to do too much because you don't want to spoil your kids. But it's okay to spoil them. You know, it's okay to shower them with love. But, you know, that love, that hug, that I love you. I try to do that all the time to my kids. Yes. Because I want them to know that I love them.
But that's what
Mama
I was
will always be here.
I was missing that when I was little.
Mama will always, I will never leave you. I'm always here for you. So that's what I want to give my kids.
And you should. You know? Because, you know, like now, my mom, she'll text and say, hey, I love you and my son, you know. And it's like, you didn't do it so many years when I was little, so now I'm like,
you really needed it.
Do you really love me? And the thing is, you know, I see like my auntie Yvette. I can say this, my auntie Yvette. She had a rough life, right? And I'm not gonna tell her story, but she had a rough life. And they used to always bring up that auntie, even though she's my cousin, because she's older than me, so I call her auntie for respect. Her and my auntie Tammy. And she had a rough life, and my auntie Tammy took her kids in for her because of what she was going through, right?
Okay.
But what I seen in a parent of her now, she's a bad bitch.
Exactly.
Like, I look how she go out with her kids for their birthdays and spends time with them, and she have her grandbabies, and she posts her grandbabies on her page, and not only been posting them, because IG, social media don't mean shit to me. It's about that time that you putting in, and I see that in her, and I see how she is with my cousin Brittany, and I see how she is with my other cousin, my boy cousins, and it's like, you can judge people, but they changed their life.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And she changed her life. And, like, her kids love her. Like, I love my mom. But her kids, she's in her kids' life now. And what matters is the now. It don't matter. It did matter what you did back then. But fix that shit now.
Exactly.
So I'm going to give my flowers to her, too, because I never ever told her that. Like, it's an inspiration of what she do. And then I look at my mom, because they cousins, they call themselves sisters. And I'm like, my mom, they went down a different path, even though they was in the same position. She was more so in our life when we was younger, but she's not in our life now. You know what I'm saying? But she's in her kids' life now, and what they get is what I want.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? But I don't throw shade on it. I just like, I wish my mom could do better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's okay to feel that way.
I really wish she can do better. And I used to cry about it all the time, Jay, because I'm like, if my mom, all she see is what I have. Oh, my daughter worked for the post office. Oh, she graduated from college. Oh, she been married. Oh, she got a house. It's not about that. Or she got a new car. It's not about, all that shit to me is materialistic. Because when I leave this earth, what can my mom say? Do she know my favorite color? Do she know I love candles? Like, do she really know Tamika?
Exactly.
And my mom don't really know me. She don't know me. She don't know I'm that child that would go beyond. If my mom was the mom that you are to your kids, I would pay all my mom bills. Like, she don't know that. She don't know the love that I would give her, that I have to give other people. I don't want to give these other people this love. I want to give it to my mom and my dad. So I'm going to also give my dad his flowers. Everybody say stuff bad about my dad, even though he don't be around, and we had our little conversation. My biological.
Okay. He live here in Georgia.
Everybody literally stay 10 minutes away from each other. Mom stay down the street, dad stay down the street, and my sister don't stay down the street. It's crazy that I barely see my family. Like, you are my family. I barely see you, but you have me you have my back more than a lot of people in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you tell me when I'm wrong, when I'm right, like, bitch, you just calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you've been popped up too much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but with my dad, he reached out more than my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing is, I haven't seen this man over 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
But he still texts me his new number. He said, hey, I love you. He don't just do it on holidays.
Right.
He do it whenever I come on his mind.
That's good.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
and
good.
that hit me, and I never told him that. But that right there, it shows parenting in a different way. He parenting in his own way.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So let's talk about more about, like, okay, this episode is about boundaries, right?
Yes.
And we want to get deep into, before we shake some shit up and get messy,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to, because I really want this episode to be about you.
Okay.
But, you know, I'm opening up about me so they can understand the both.
Right.
Get us deep, like, how you and your mom, okay, so your mom, your dad,
Mm-hmm.
they split it when? Like, how long was they together?
Never together.
So it was just a hookup thing they had,
Hookup thing.
and then she had
And
kids.
she had me.
So you and your brother are same dad?
No. My brother half white.
Okay.
Yeah, so my brother half white. He has a different dad. Now my brother dad and my mama they dated
Okay.
for a few years or whatever, but I was real young. But my mom and my dad was just, they mess around thing. You know, you look good, I look good. You know, they mess
Now
around.
they gonna have kids, right?
Exactly. So that's how that was with that. But bitch, what were we talking about? I forgot.
I asked you, how long was they together? Like before, but you said it was just a hookup thing.
It was
and they had kids, right?
Yeah.
So other than that, they was just like, we still just not gonna be together, and they wasn't. And so that's what separated you and your brother.
Yes.
Okay.
They was never. Well, me and my brother, we was together.
Okay.
Like we lived together in the same household. You know, whenever I was living with my mom, my brother was with us too.
Okay.
Yeah. So my brother never lived with his dad.
Mm.
You get what I'm trying to say? So.
But do he know him?
He know him, but not too much.
Not how you know your dad.
Not how I know my dad.
Okay, because you and your dad, y'all have a good relationship.
Yeah, we do.
That man is he's so interesting, crazy.
Girl.
But I love y'all. I love y'all relationship together because let me tell you that man showed to everything.
He does. And then, you know, I talk a lot of, me and my dad fight. I talk stuff about him, whatever.
He's a good ass dad.
But at the end of the day,
he shows up.
And that's what people be saying.
He shows up.
Everybody used to say that. They be like, yeah, but you know, at least your dad comes.
He don't show out. He don't show out, but he shows up.
So, you know, and I appreciate that for my dad. I do. I appreciate my dad for being there for me.
That's big because he really shows up. And even the times that you think he don't show out, as a granddad, as a dad, I think he's better as a granddad than he.
Oh yeah,
most
definitely. Most definitely. I think he's trying to be that better grandparent for his grandchildren.
But it's always like that. Like I think my mom with her grandkids, I think that's when she starts saying "I love you" and you know more compassion. And I think she can be a better grandma. You know what I'm saying? I think she can. I think so y'all, when you're going through something, this for everybody. When you're going through something with your parent, with your sisters or brothers or whatever, and it's y'all situation, like if me and you got an argument, right? Don't take Jackson and Jason away from me because we going through an argument.
No, ma'am.
I think that's just between me and you.
The kids don't have nothing because you damaging their relationship.
Yeah.
You know, with the other person, like. Just because me and you got something going on don't mean I need to damage their relationship.
Right.
You know, because they don't have nothing. And we grown.
Right.
They kids. They don't even know.
They don't even know.
They don't know what's going on.
They don't have nothing
so
to
that's immature.
Yes, but it's a lot of immature people, and I think like in my family, I'm not sure in yours. That's what goes on. It's like, well, if I don't talk to you, I ain't gonna talk to the kids, or the person that said, well, you can't talk to my kids, I ain't gonna bring my kids around. If I had children, y'all, I would never do that. Like, you talk to my kids, if you want to come pick them up for the weekend, that's on you. I just don't fuck with you right now. But you still can fuck with my kids because I know that you have love for me and you love them, that you wouldn't hurt them.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like it should go.
Exactly.
Like, don't bring the kids involved. So, back to you. So your mom lives here now, right? And she still stays with you, right? She's
staying with me right now. She's about to be getting her own place within a few weeks.
Okay, Mama.
Yeah, so I'm ready for that.
Hey, y'all thing.
Exactly.
And that's what that says.
Exactly. So I can start back having me some good sex.
Loud sex. but still on the sides a little bit because of them kids.
But let's talk about boundaries.
Let's talk about it.
So me as a person, you know how I am.
Mhm.
People think I'm just easygoing.
That's
I
your-
don't
that's
like
how
no
you come off.
confrontation.
That's how you
I come off. Jordan will tell you a whole different story.
Yes,
I don't
she
like no
not.
confrontation or whatever. And I say that's basically stems from my childhood.
Mhm.
You know what I'm trying to say, with me not being able to be my full self.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? Me having to be a good child all the time because I was staying with everybody else. You know what I'm trying to say? So if I'm staying with my auntie or this person, that person, I want to be a good child because you doing me a favor, you doing my mama a favor. So it's like I wasn't really able to just be myself.
Dang, when you break it down like that,
You
it
get
made
what
me
I'm
feel
saying?
like you was in like, I don't want to say it like this, but it feel like you was in like adopted, like you was in child services through your family.
Through my family. I stay with different people. You know, my grandma, my auntie, my other auntie.
Oh, I
you
never
know,
knew that.
so it's just like I was never really myself. So I'm always going with the flow. Yeah, you gonna do this? How you feeling? Oh, I'm good. I'm this. I'm
That's
that.
how you act now.
Exactly. But I'm learning to speak up for myself.
Yes,
you know what
and
I'm saying?
I love that.
I'm
I can see that
31.
too.
Yeah,
You told me no.
and I told
both
myself
times.
that, you know, when I turned 30, like, I'm about to be unapologetically myself. You know, I'm about to speak up.
Yes.
I'm about to set boundaries.
Yes.
No more, oh, it's fine. No more this and that. And I feel like,
know your worth.
yes. And I feel like that had a lot to do with my relationships too.
Mhm.
With like, you know, I'm different guys. I've only been in like 3 serious relationships, really 2 since I've been grown. But and you know, you probably put up with a lot more stuff you shouldn't have just because you don't really know your boundaries. You know, so it's just like, I done seen chaos all my life, different, my family, my mama's side ratchet, you know, so it's just like when you got a guy, I ain't never been beat on nothing like that, but just knowing your worth. Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say?
Even if you wasn't beat on, that mental beat is still the same.
You know, and your partner not probably showing up for you the way you need to.
Let's show up, guys. Let's show up, women.
You like, everything gonna be okay. It's gonna work out, you know, because like I said, it's just come back me from my childhood. You know, everything gonna be on fine. Like, let's work it out. But I'm learning how to, like I said, just know my worth, my boundaries. I'm setting boundaries with people. This ain't working out. I'm letting you know. Like, even when my auntie even now my auntie them be talking about this and that. Like, first I used to be like, okay, yeah, I'm coming. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Now, I ain't doing that. You know, no, I got something to do. Or no, we can talk about this another time or whatever. You know, like, I'm setting my boundaries. If I don't want to do it, I'm gonna say no.
I like that.
Learn how to say no.
And I'm learning that. And this is a thing that I'm glad you said that, because this is a thing with me, is that I'm always saying yes. I'm always saying, or even when I don't say yes, I'm trying to fix it. And I'll call Jay like, Jay, they trying to have me do this and that, and I ain't doing this, and then I'll turn around and do it. Just like we ain't gonna talk about the situation, but I called her one morning and I had spoke about some shit, and then I'm like, I'm not doing this. She's like, yeah, you're right, you shouldn't do it. The one thing about Jay, what I like, she don't always tell me I'm right. That's why she's still my best friend.
Right, even though y'all the right thing, I always tell her.
She do not, and I get mad at her, and I'm like, oh, she could just say yes. And she be like, no, don't do it. And I'm just like, okay. Then I turn around and do it. Don't tell her until after I do it.
And I be like, look, you got to stick to your boundaries. So you said you ain't going to do this situation no more. You ain't going to do that. Motherfucker gonna hit you at this time. You ain't dealing with them. And then you start back dealing with them.
And so the thing is, she just told me not to do something, and I still just did it.
Exactly. You do
so
that a lot.
I do that, and I got to work on that, because I feel like, Tamika, if you have it, just give it. Because at the end of the day, when you leave this earth, and you ain't gonna have it.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with, you know, if you got it, you can help people out. And I want to speak on one friendship. I ain't gonna say their name. This girl, not the one who you think, another one. You know her though. But I
know, yeah.
The S. Oh.
Hold on, which one is that? Because you know I get
She came around to a few brunches.
None of that. Oh. Y'all still friends?
We are. Right, we are, and it's just, I kind of can relate to her. She's been through a lot. You know? So I give grace. I extend grace. But like with that situation, you know, you constantly only hit me up when you want something.
Boundaries.
Constantly only hit me up, money, whatever. And, you know, if I got it, I would help you out, because like I said, she new mom, all of that. So I understand that because I remember when I was a new mom and when I went through, you know, that first child, you don't know what to expect. You know what I'm trying to say?
Especially if you're not planning.
Yes, and it's just like, you know, especially if you ain't got the money, you can be struggling and all that. And I get that. You know, we girls, you know, we sisters. I know how it is, but don't just hit me up when you need something. You know what I'm trying to say? Don't make fake conversations with me.
Just get to it.
Then an hour later, oh, can I? Don't do that.
You know what? Call me and say, hey, can I have $50?
That's it.
So I can get to the yes or no.
That's it.
And I just started saying no. So when people ask me for money, let me go ahead and put that out there. So y'all think I'm so sweet, I give anybody anything. But I just learned last year how to say no on money. Exactly. So you call me, you ask me for some money, I'm like, girl, I don't give out loans. Exactly. I ain't saying I'm broke. I'm not lying. But bitch, I'm not broke.
And it's not even that. And this, you can have it, but at a certain point, it's just like, motherfucker, damn, you only hit me on you need something.
You ain't somebody that's go on brunch. You ain't saying like, can I come see the kid? Can I put you and the kids together, have a play date? Like, so, no.
You know, but like I said, charging into the game. I ain't, you know.
So y'all still friends?
We are.
Is it boundary friends? Is it friends? Like, is it still the same way?
It's definitely boundaries. Because, you know, I talk to Jordan a lot. That's what I love about my partner, Jordan. He has helped me with the boundary thing. And he has helped me open up to with him being a cancer person. You know, with y'all being a cancer, and y'all be talking about cancers, crybabies, all that. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about them cancers, but
we be in the hell
what I will say, though, that y'all are in tune with y'all emotions. You know what I'm trying to say? And y'all are there for people. Y'all are a good listener. And, you know, y'all know how to make people look at the bigger picture. And, you know, Jordan has really got that out of me with looking at the bigger picture, especially my emotions. So that's
J and J. That's why it's J and J, baby.
Come on, man. I love my man. Okay. But just, yeah, like with that friendship and the other friendship, you know how you be like inviting motherfuckers out, they'll never come or whatever, but then you see them with other people.
Let's speak on it.
You see them with other people.
Like, why you out?
So it's just like, damn.
See, I feel that way about you. Hold on, wait.
I know you ain't feel that way about me.
I feel it. So y'all listen, because she barely go out. Wait.
For what?
So y'all know, we best friends. We been best friends over 9 fucking years. Hold on. So I used to always look at her IG, and I'm like, this was like a year ago. So I don't know if I ever brought this up to you. So we having beef on this some podcast day. So I look at my best friend page, and I'm like, this motherfucker out with what's the one that always comes to brunch? No, the other one. Okay, we gotta say her name. Mm-hmm. The other one. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, she out with her. And I feel like, okay, so I had told Jay, I said, look, when you go get your other position, because this is our only fight that we ever had, y'all. This is our only fight that we ever had. So she left the post office and she went to another post office. And the bitch started calling me. So I said, oh, you changing. I said, you changing. I don't like that. I said, because you my best friend. I told, this is the person that I keep telling y'all about. When I said, when I met her and she had a best friend, we don't call her name. She had a best friend, and I was like, I'm your best friend.
I remember.
And I said, she said, well, that's my best friend too, because she actually got, it's 3 of us who her best friend, and one of them is a guy. And I was like, because I like the guy, and I like the girl too, but I was like, she ain't showing best friend quality. Like, I'm your best friend. You need to see this. Like, I got you. She was like, she got me too. Da, da, da. I'm like, okay. So she asked me to come to her birthday for it, and I'm like, I'm about my best friend cake. Even though she didn't look at me as a best friend. See, that's the thing. You got to know when you may be their best friend, but they may not be your best friend yet.
Just yet. It takes situations and all that, and then you feel like,
that's what we want.
You feel like, damn, this bitch really fucked with me.
So look, I was your best friend, but you weren't my best friend yet.
Not yet.
So I became her best friend within the day, y'all. Because I was like, I love her spirit. I love this girl. And she didn't know how much love I have for her. Now, I only been knowing her for like 2 weeks at this time. Mm-hmm. I said she's my best friend. And she was just looking at me like, bitch, you is not my best friend. You is not my best friend, bitch. What's going on? You is not my best friend. And when I showed up with her that cake and she didn't know, she was like, But every situation happened, like, she seemed like, to me, you are really there for me. Yes. And I think what hit me the most was when she was like, you know what? I want to make you, you know, Jack's godmom. And I think, let me ask you this. Did you do that because I didn't have kids? Because I didn't feel like that.
I didn't, no. It wasn't it. It was just so like going back to like you said, always there for me. You know what I'm trying to say? Like always there
And
for me.
I felt like you chose me to be Jack's godmom because she didn't say, because I was married at the time with my ex-husband, she didn't say, I want y'all to be his godparent. She was like, I want you to be his godmom. Mm-hmm. So my whole thing is, it's like, even if y'all separate, you still his godmom, regardless. Exactly. And the thing is, like, I barely see Jax, but I send him gifts. I don't even tell her. She'll just get a gift at the door. Mm-hmm. Hopefully I sent it to the right address.
You do. And he loves it every time.
Because I send him shit like, I want him to be a scientist. I want him to experience everything. So when he know what he want to be, he can just choose, like, okay, I went through the scientist thing, I went through the doctor thing, like, this is what I want to do. So next time I'm going to send him something with postal so he can see he want to be a post office delivery person. So I just feel like with that, it's like, I don't know, like, I just love that so much. I didn't feel like she chose me because I don't have kids. I feel like she chose me because the love that I show her. So back to, like, the best friend thing, when I became in her life, I was just like, this is my girl. Like, I got her back. She don't know how much I got her back. Like, even with Stephanie, I ain't her best friend yet, but she know that I got her back. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. And that's who I am as an individual. Like, when I fuck with you, I fuck with you a long way. Like, I'm going on vacations. I got you when you cry, when you up, when you down. And I feel like, Jay, you give me that same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't talk to each other every day, but at the same time, we had that talk, like, we don't have to talk to each other today because I had got mad at her about that. I was like, dang, you don't call me every day.
And I had to let you know I don't call none of my friends every day. Like that. No, this ain't nothing towards you. This ain't nothing towards them. That's just me. I'm not the type of girl. I don't talk on the phone every day.
But I realized that when we had our conversation, and that's why communication is key, because I'm like, they're like, how she your best friend? People ask that. Like, people ask that to the same. How she your best friend? Y'all don't talk every day. Don't question who I choose as my best friend because she has my back. But I'm going to go back to that beef because I'm pretty sure they want to know about that beef that I had with you.
Okay, girl. Look.
So, when I used to look at your pictures and I'm like, she out with such and such. How the hell she out with her? And she didn't even call me. So, I felt like I was acting like one of the girls who used to hang around me that I cut off.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I'm glad you made that connection. Look at you,
growing up.
You right, bro?
So I'm like, but the thing is, she can hang around whoever she want to hang around because at the end of the day, when we spend time, it ain't no, I didn't know that this, we pick up what we left off. Like, it ain't no, now when I see her post with other women or whatever, she barely do it now. She really ain't got that many friends, y'all.
I don't. But you know me, I'm the type of girl, I love a small circle. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm social. I can be social, but that's really not me. You know, That's really not me. Now, that is, you know, we were just talking about the boundaries, reserve thing. Like, I am more reserved in a social setting. Like, that's just not me. Like, I don't care to get to know too many people because I don't really like that energy. I'm loyal. You know, I would be a friend for a long time.
You very loyal.
So it's just like it's a selection. You get what I'm trying to say? And I really gotta have that connection to you to make you my friend. You know, a lot of people can have a bunch of friends. Yes. Oh, let's be friends.
And they don't have no connection.
And they don't have. That's not really no friend.
Or it's something that I won't never forget that someone in my life has told me. I'm gonna say her name, Miss Olga. That she had told me. She said, people love to be around you for convenience.
Exactly.
And when she said it out her mouth, I was just like, what is she talking about? Like, I don't even talk like that.
Exactly.
And she was like, Tamika, people love being around you for convenience. She said, I'm not going to call no names. I'm not going to tell you who don't need to be around you. Yeah. Even though she did say something. But I don't put that out because that's, that's my girl. But she was just like, people be around you for convenience. And I was just like,
it's the truth.
Dang. And when she said it, that's the one thing that stuck with me last year. When she said it, I was just like, damn. So now I'm looking at everybody in my life. Are you around me for convenience? You around me for convenience? And I realized people who've been around me for years, who I have gave titles to and all of this, that they want to be around me because of convenience.
Or what crazy. They can get, or what this, your connection.
And it ain't all about money can get. It can get like vibes, energy, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, having a good time. And now, I'm just like, you know what? Let me just be around my husband. I just want to be around my husband. Like I said, I just want to be around him. Whatever he do, I'm doing. That's my best friend. That's the friend who I go to. That's the friend who I cry to. That's the friend who.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
And if he don't listen, I call Jay.
Yeah.
He don't listen, I call Steph. And it's just like that. But I'm realizing that boundary thing. Like it's hard, Jay. It's hard.
It is.
It's hard having that boundary, especially when you always doing stuff for other people. And people think when I say the word doing stuff, it's all about money. No. Being there for them in time, showing up, showing out, supporting, and all of that. So now I'm at a point, because I used to always tell this. I said, look, treat you how they treat you, and he used to always say, that's not my character. Now he walking around like me. Oh, I'm treating people how they treat me. Yes, because now you're learning boundaries. Now you're learning, hey, I'm not gonna do something for somebody and they not doing it for me.
Exactly. Like, it's okay to do it a few times, but if you notice a pattern that's all they want from you, you get what I'm trying to say. That's when you gotta set your boundary.
That's when you gotta
and you don't have to change yourself. Always be a good person. Don't let nobody change you, but those boundaries are important. And I'm still learning that to this day. I'm still learning my boundaries.
So how far have you got, before we shake some shit up, how far have you got with like your boundaries with your family?
Oh, girl, a long way.
A long way.
Yeah. Like I done made a big progress.
So was it worse with your family or worse with your friends?
I would say both. To be
Both?
honest, but it's about the same. To be honest, it's about the same.
Because y'all, she always tell me yes for some reason. I don't know why, but she tell me no sometimes too. Y'all.
I do.
And I be like, this motherfucker. But I don't be mad at her because I understand she got kids, and then she's learning how to say no, and I respect it. So we ain't gonna talk about too much of it, but I was like, Jay, come on the episode, and she was decided to come on the episode, right? And then I'm like, also we gotta go to this engagement. We ain't gonna talk about the engagement. But I was like, also we gotta go to the engagement, and it took her a long time to send me a yes, cause I'm like, you gonna go with me, right? And she was like. And I felt, how you see the dots in the text messages and they don't say nothing. And the dot go blank and nothing coming through. It did that. And I was like, so I know she's seen it because it's doing the dot. You want to speak on it?
You talking about just now that just happened?
Yes.
So.
Don't get deep, bitch.
I ain't gonna get deep. Well, I'm like, okay, girl. I'll wait for you.
That's your favorite line. Okay, girl.
So I was waiting for you to tell me when it was gonna happen. All week. Was I not?
Wait for what? Because they need to know wait for what.
This podcast.
Okay.
That's what we talking about, right?
Right.
Okay. All week. I'm like, okay, because, I need to plan. I need to let my fiance know,
Because I thought they going to a funeral. I thought they going to a funeral.
I would ask you every day, sis, the funeral, what's going on? You going? I'm trying to get myself together because, I got to plan my stuff out. She finally texted me. Was it yesterday? Finally texted me yesterday, y'all. Yesterday. Today's Sunday. We just doing it. She texted me last night around about 7. Okay, sis. You need to come to something with me. Girl,
I did not say like that. I said, can you, bitch? I didn't say you need to.
What about
the motherfucking black and white? Hold on, because I got the black and white way.
Sis, I need you to come again with me. That's exactly how she said it. Come on, let's read it.
That is not how I said it.
Let's read it.
That's not how I said it. Who y'all got at y'all favorite? You know that's your bitch when you got her pen on your favorite.
Oh, you definitely peeing on mine.
Who y'all got as pen on your
Jordan number 1, Tamika number 2. Don't do that.
Okay. So I say, because we're going back to black and white. Y'all know
we got to look.
Hold on, it was before that, right?
Look.
Oh,
I need you. Let's read it out. Hey, this your message right here.
Hold on. It say, good morning. Is it the one? Good morning. No. Wait, hold on.
Okay, so
let's go back. Wait. So, sis, I was thinking, can I come over Sunday and after the podcast, can we go to a brunch or eat?
This Tuesday, y'all. Remember I was telling y'all hit her up all motherfucking week. This Tuesday. What she say back?
Okay, if it's not if it's a no on the funeral, I'm down.
Okay, so I'm waiting patiently.
Okay, so then I text back Friday, y'all.
Friday.
And
I'm just letting y'all see. Friday. I'm waiting 3 days. I ain't hit her up. I ain't bugging her about it.
She did. I said, good morning, sis. I'm going to ask one more time. Because I've been asking too, so I've been on the time basis too.
And I've been understanding. About it. But look what she hit me with.
About this time with the funeral. And if he say he don't know, we on, right? Which means we on for the podcast.
Exactly.
She said, well, Friday. She said, good morning. Okay, boo, just let me know. I said, will do. Yesterday, which was Saturday, I said, sis, I need you to go somewhere else.
I need you to go somewhere with me tomorrow.
I thought I asked.
Ain't no paying you. You had something planned. What we doing? What you got doing after the podcast? I need you to go somewhere with. Okay, B. Okay.
Because we having our bond. This is BFF day.
She know I got 2 kids.
It's still
5. The other one just turned 7 months on Friday. She know I got 2 kids. Now can you? What I got going? I need you.
1-on-1. That's when you supposed to step in.
I need you to go somewhere with me tomorrow.
1-on-1. This best friend day, so you supposed to step in on best friend day. Now I give Jordan. I give you a break every 6 months. So that one time I call, let her fall.
I was this close saying, "B, we gonna do this in the day."
I felt this to y'all because I
seen
that. I seen that. So
and then I started thinking about it. And I was about to be like, "B, I ain't about to do all that." But then I was just like, you know what? We've been playing this. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it.
I still feel like she was about to say, "Bitch,
I'm
about to go home." Even though this ain't eat. Because even this morning, y'all, she said so. We can just go to break and then do the podcast. She still haven't said nothing about the other engagement.
No, I told you that. I said we can just go to the
No, bitch. Yo, message, because we still back on black and white, y'all.
Oh.
It say, so
we can go to the lunch first.
Maybe we can go to the lunch.
You were reading too fast.
I was rushing y'all this morning.
Like I said, I got a 7-month-old. So, in the morning time, and I was up with him all night. I had to make a bottle and do all that. So
but you made it.
Because you told me come here at 9 o'clock. I'm like, God damn, I can't come. Baby. I said, I can't come that early. I got a chaotic morning.
But then I was able to accept it.
You was.
Because I ain't got kids. So I was able to say, okay.
So who was in the wrong right? She let me know the night before.
Y'all tell us who's in the wrong with the right.
The night before, I need you to come with me to the lunch.
But that's why I said she a bad bitch. Y'all, you see what I'm saying? This might be a
So I said, okay. I'm gonna come. Because you would do it for me.
I would. And she know that.
So I was just like, I'm gonna come.
Even though she swear I'd be so busy. But I would come. I don't probably down a whole lot. Because you know what? Let's talk about it. Y'all, she really know about my drinking problem, y'all. Girl, what you got to come in rehab?
But I understood it. Because you was going through a lot at that time. A lot. So I understood what was going on.
I went from drinking wine to taking shots.
Girl.
It was Lacey fault. Rest in peace, Lacey. But it was Lacey fault.
Lacey knew how to turn up.
She had.
I missed girl yesterday. I got her little what you call it? The obituary on my dresser. So yeah. So I was walking past it yesterday, and I kind of just stopped, and I'm like, damn, Lacey gone. And it's so sad.
And Christina posted when Lacey was saying that my best friend and me and Lacey relationship been on.
Girl, y'all, you and Lacey's relationship was definitely on. When it was on, bitch, it was on. When it was off,
it was off. But guess what? Every time it was off, somebody post out like, "How's Lacey?" And I gotta be fake and say, "She good."
And we're really damn, we ain't talking.
We ain't talking. Nobody even know that. But that's the type of friend I am. You would never know when we not talking, especially if I fuck with you. If I don't fuck with you, I'm gonna call Miller and say, "This motherfucker don't got my nerve," which I did do, even with Lacey. But nobody in the public knew that I don't fuck with Lacey. But yeah, my bitch gone. Rest in peace, Lacey.
Rest in peace, Lacey. Love you forever,
Love you forever, girl.
My birthday twin. Look, let me just
share this. How you gonna feel when your birthday comes around? That's gonna be your first.
I'm gonna think about her every year. Now that I think about it, every year, because every year she would text me. Lacey would text me every year, "Happy birthday, bitch." And
and they are playing something without
girl.
Me. Oh, they used to piss me off. Cause she don't tell me that they going somewhere.
And look, let's talk about this.
I never got this out.
Remember,
that Sipping Pain.
Yeah, bitch, I really was upset about that. But look, she texted me last minute. That's how Lacey was. She texted me last minute. And this was before I had kids, so I was more flexible. She texted me last minute, like I want to say the day before. Big Christina going, she made a little thing, let's go. In my mind,
I'm
I'm thinking you kind of already going. I know I probably could have hit you up about it, but
this BFF, y'all. She hit me up.
This ain't my
I seen
invite.
a picture. She still didn't tell me. I seen a picture, y'all.
I told you that
still
Christina
pissed
and
today.
Lacey invited me. I
The
told
day
you that.
after.
I told you that though. But it's not my event. I can't invite motherfuckers.
I ain't saying you.
I can't just invite people.
We finally beefing, y'all. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that you should have told me that. I mean, I ain't saying that you should have invited me, but I'm saying that you should have told me.
I understand.
The day
I totally
not the day
understand.
after.
But
not the day after you see all the goddamn big old shoes on the picture on the canvas.
But y'all, if y'all in that position, what do y'all do? Like, okay, Lacey hit me up. She just invited me. What do I do about that?
You're
situation?
my best friend. This my good ass friend. Why the fuck I'm not invited? So then I started saying, do she fuck with me?
But what is you and Lacey relationship at the time? Cause y'all, we
was
just
fucking
said
around.
we
was fucking around. Not fucking around, y'all.
Yeah,
we was cool.
So
I'm like, damn, do she fuck with me the long way or she don't? And so I always have questioned it. All the years I've been knowing Lacey, as long as I've been knowing Jamilya, and I knew Lacey first, and this is the crazy thing that hit me. Every time I get a friend, it becomes Lacey's friend.
Oh, okay.
You, Shan, all y'all, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out, like, damn, Lacey, you didn't tell me y'all were that cool. And I'm not saying, okay, maybe I'm being controlling. Okay, y'all, I'm being controlling. I just realized that. Because I'm in therapy now, so I'm starting to see shit. Maybe I'm being controlling.
But
because
like
Lacey can be friends with whoever she wanted to be
right.
with.
But
yeah.
like I said, I felt like it just wasn't my place to invite you.
I just didn't know that y'all was as close like that.
I don't know who event it was. I don't know if it was Lacey. I don't know if
it was Lacey's birthday.
No, it
was
wasn't. I mean, this was during the summertime. It was like June.
This don't make it.
May or something. It was random.
This whole time.
So I don't know. And then it was with how they hang with all the other girls. So it was all. I don't know who event it was. Like I said, Lacey just invited me last minute the day before. I was just like, okay,
question to the listener. Please comment, y'all. Comment, like, and subscribe, and share. How would y'all feel if, before we shake shit up, because it feel like we already done shut some shit up, if your homegirl, who you cool with over 8 years at a time, is cool with your best friend, right? All y'all cool with each other. Go out all this when necessary. They don't include you. They go out.
That's some fucked up shit. Just looking at it, that's some fucked up shit. It is. On the outside looking in.
So who you fought? You fought your best friend for telling you about it a day later? You know, you still would have been pissed off. Or do you fault your good friend for not inviting you? I was really mad at the good friend.
It's your good friend event. I understand. But you know what? To be honest, I was in a place like, I didn't want to start nothing.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to start nothing. I didn't know if y'all was beefing. I didn't want to get into that.
I get you.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at you.
Okay.
But
I understand though.
But I didn't know how long she was fucking with me. Like because she was fucking with me. When I'm fucking with her, she don't fucking with me, and I'm just like, damn. Are you is this the fucking season or this the unfuck season? Because I never knew when she wasn't fucking with me. That's what I'm saying, but then I still call her like, that's why I could never call her my best friend, because best friends don't treat, I just call her my good friend, you know, like that's my sister who just act crazy, because at the end of the day, Lacey have taught me a lot of shit. She have taught me to talk back to my sister. She have always pushed me back to my mama. So we're not gonna make it seem like it was just a bad thing with Lacey, because she have taught me a lot of shit. Like, to me, you know, you should talk to your mommy more, because she had lost her mama. Then she ended up losing her daddy. Now I'm ended up losing her. So
she understood
your mom is
still here on earth. Try to make the best relationship you can.
And I got that. And one thing I used to always tell my ex was, and it hurt me to the day, and I don't think I'm gonna cry when I say it, I used to. Your mama, his mama left him when he was 8. Like, she passed away. Your mama gone, but my mama gone too, because your mama gone physically. My mama is gone mentally out of my life. And that's crazy to say that. I used to cry all the time when I said that. That's how, thank you, Miss Dr. Wilson, because I know that I'm growing now, because I haven't cried about it. And I can talk about it and be free about it, like, free and express it and come out on a podcast and talk about it and not feel a way about it. But I used to always feel like, damn, his mama gone, but my mama gone too. How fucked up did that sound? Like, dead, alive, still gone.
Mm-hmm.
So when Lacey used to always try to push me back to go talk to my mom and my sister, I can understand. Is it not on? Dang it, don't love it.
You don't want it to die.
I can understand where she was coming from, but what I love Leslie. Let's just stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
I love her. Rest in peace, Leslie.
I love it.
Like, I love your soul. Like, your spirit still. I got your picture in my room, bitch.
Yes, ma'am.
I got your picture in my room, bitch. And I lost a lot of people, and only 2 pictures in my room from people I lost. Isn't that crazy? So, let's get ready to shake some shit up.
You can.
So, I won't have to cry. Let's shake some shit up.
Let's shake it up, boo. You need some more
Let me look.
questions.
So, why she said it, because damn, she called me out. She didn't have to do that. So, y'all, because I was trying to get rid of my last question, because it's all about relationships in there.
Okay.
So, and I want to do something different for my next season, my next episode.
Okay. So you're trying to get rid of these?
I'm trying to get rid of those questions. But if y'all really fuck with your girl, I really need for y'all to start sending me questions that y'all wouldn't mind us talking about, or y'all want to hear us talking about on the podcast with different hosts. I still don't know who my new host's gonna be. January 1st, I'm gonna drop their name. I'm still asking God to figure that out for me. So I want to make sure.
And I would, but you know, I just got like one on. I wouldn't be able to commit to Tamika. No kids, girl. I can't.
So I'm gonna bring her in on a lot of episodes. So when y'all
but
see her face,
I will be coming in, but I can't make that commitment that I'm going to be your host.
Cause I'm telling y'all, finding different people to be on the podcast is, and the crazy thing is, I'm so thankful for God. Cause now I used to always say finding. Now I don't have to find. So people just say, "Can I be?"
Right.
So
it's very entertaining.
It don't came a long
people
way.
Love it.
I used to always hit people up like, "Can you be on my podcast? Can you be on my podcast?" But let me
Now
let y'all
motherfuckers
know.
hitting their phone, girl. Me
Can
next. Me next. Let me come on.
And it's crazy because I do it every 2 weeks into June. So it's like everybody want this every week, and give me to June. Let me have April. I got a lot of trips coming up, so I try to make sure that I do this for y'all because I love it. Like, it ain't just for y'all, it's for me. Like, I love it. I love to get this out. Mm-hmm. I love to wear my girl shit and the like.
Sexy, yes, it's exotica.
It's not exotica.
It ain't exotica.
I thought it was the Lila exotic boutique.
Let's see him. Okay, you know
she
it. You know it. You know it. I thought it was Delilah Exotica.
Is it Exotica? Is I'm saying it wrong?
I don't know. You gonna have to figure it out by
Kiara, I'm so sorry, but Kiara, hold on. It is.
I hadn't looked at it.
But
I
don't know. Delilah.
Exotic. Right. You're right. I could have sworn I saw Exotica. Okay, Delilah
Exotic.
And it's real nice.
And she wants you to say it like that. She wants you to say it sexy.
Delilah
Exotic boutique.
I love it, girl.
And I love it. Like, I love
you feel sexy?
This. I feel, the color,
yes.
the color, like,
compliment your skin.
Compliment my skin. Like, I threw these earrings on, because y'all know I love earrings.
I love
and it's just flowing, y'all.
Yes.
It's giving me flow. What y'all think? My ass look big.
Girl.
Let me sit back.
The girl sitting
The girl sitting up.
I love it.
It's giving me like.
She did good with that.
Only people who know that I go on brunch with know that I do this.
Yes, ma'am.
But I don't go nowhere else and do that. So I gave it to y'all. But
okay, girl,
let's shake it.
Shake it up.
Hey, shake it up.
Shake it up.
Okay.
I tried. Oh,
there's a lot of shit going on this episode. She said you only got a little bit on.
Girl.
So yeah, make sure y'all send y'all questions. I'm also drop something soon about them questions. Send me y'all questions so we can talk about them questions. But go ahead and read it.
I feel like you read this one already, but we're gonna see. Is that not kind of the same?
All these fucking questions just kind of the same way. We can talk about that a little bit. Let's just talk about that a little bit. Let's 1 minute.
Because
real quick.
Okay. If you see red flags in a relationship, do you keep going or end it?
Real quick, go in.
I feel like it just depends on the type of red flag it is.
If you had 10, if it was 10 things on your list, right? Like me and Steph were talking about, it was 10 things on your list. 7 things is checked off. Do you stay in it or do you leave?
10 things on my list, 7 was checked off, as in good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying.
If it was 5 out of 10, would you stay?
Depends on how big them red flags is, because that's not enough. 5, you in the middle, it's too much shit going on. All them red flags.
You only good with 3 for me.
Yeah.
If it's something that's not fixable, that's my new thing. Well, that's been my thing for years. But if it ain't fixable, I can't stay.
Yeah. Okay, let me do another one.
Mm-hmm. That was the quickest question we ever went through because you feel like we already did.
Do you think infidelity is always a deal breaker no matter what?
It's between. It all depends on. You answer that.
I said it first. You go first.
Well, I asked it. It all depends on how you look at infidelity because some people can ask to. It's crazy that one of my coworkers had said yesterday that we was talking about the whole, what's the basketball player name? What's his name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, so his wife is on a reality show. She's on Real Housewives of I don't know which Real
basketball wife.
She's not a basketball wife, but she's on a Real Housewives. I don't know which season, which show she on, but she was talking about her husband, how they have sex 4 times
you talking about Larsa?
Yes,
Larsa Pippen,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she has sex 4 times a week, and is that acceptable? My thing is, what did the question say?
Infidelity. Let's see. Do you think infidelity is always a deal breaker no matter what?
So I had to ask the question again so I won't forget my thought. So what made me think about this thought was because he just said it yesterday, and he was just like, somebody had told him, if I gotta have sex 4 times a week or whatever, I might as well just get me a side chick. So when it comes to infidelity like that, the woman saying you need to get your side chick because I'm not about to have sex with you every day, that's okay because she know what's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
But infidelity, like you having sex with a bitch and I don't know, like ask my ex-husband. That's what we're gonna say. Ask him. Your ass can go. I'm a divorce show. I'm gonna leave the fucking house. I give you all the shit. They asked me why I left the house. Fuck that motherfucking house. I can give me another house. Better yet, another house plus more is what I gain. So guess what? If you want to do infidelity, I'm gonna leave you in the shit. You can bring that bitch over. I'm gonna cut off all the lights, all the Hulu, all the Netflix, all Georgia Power, Comcast, everything gonna be cut off. Get all that shit in your name. Cause I'm gonna show you how infidelity feel like. Get that shit in your name.
So infidelity, is that just sex or is it emotional too?
Infidelity don't just involve sex. It can be what you're thinking. It can be anything. Like they say all this shit is a sin. If you're thinking about having sex with somebody and it's not me, and I ain't talking about no celebrity, cause sometimes I think about different celebrities. So that's not infidelity, cause I know that ain't gonna happen. But if I'm thinking about a motherfucker down the street who I know who can happen, I ain't gonna say his name. Then the thing is, I'm already cheating. Because I'm thinking about doing it.
I feel you. Yeah.
And then guess what? If I'm thinking about doing it and I keep thinking about doing it, it's a possibility that I'm going to do it.
I feel you.
That's why men say a woman can't be friends with a man. Because guess what? If you find him attractive, and I feel like a man can be friends with a woman, it can't be no attraction there.
It has to be both people have to be very mature about the situation. They have to be. And I will say, you can be good friends with people from, like, if you went to school with, if y'all went to school, stuff like that. But like as in now, like right now, I shouldn't be meeting a guy to become friends with. Not at my age right now.
No, period.
Not a new person. But if I've been knowing you, we went to school.
We can stay
for a long time. We can stay friends.
We can stay friends.
But
make sure all your friends meet your husband.
Yeah, exactly. But new friends,
I
don't need no new guy friends. Like what? No, that ain't.
We ain't doing it.
We can be cool at work. We work together. Cool. We can be cool.
But we ain't gonna be
friends,
cool, like going out.
Yeah, like going out, all that.
Oh, we actually have a party to go to. from somebody that you do know. I will talk about that.
Okay. But me, to answer this question, it is a deal breaker for me.
It's a deal breaker because,
like, especially if you sleeping around, like, especially if y'all done built a relationship. Like, I feel like that would hurt me more. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, y'all done came real cool. Y'all texting all the time. You talking to
what you texting my man for? Don't text.
Yeah.
First of all, don't text my man. Like, I'm the only bitch to text my man. And you know, everybody all the time. I don't have insecurity, bitch. Yeah. We all have insecurity.
Exactly.
And it depends on how far you allow your insecurities to go. My whole thing is, don't text my man. You may look at him, but bitch, don't react. Because you react, you're going to get some reaction. So, my whole...
You going to get what, bitch?
Some reaction. So... she fucked me up. Y'all, it don't be me. She fucked me up. Because, you know what? Bitch stares. And I stare, too. So, I've been working on my staring problem. But my whole thing is, don't disrespect me like you don't see me. Don't... And it don't always be the woman's fault.
Exactly, that's true too.
It be your man's fault.
That's true too, because some women may not know it all. Some men be out here single.
And some men be out here married.
They be in a relationship, they be married, but they single. So
I mean single too.
Sometimes it ain't the woman's fault. Sometimes she have no idea.
So do you fault the woman if she have no idea, or do the fault go on the man?
The man.
The man always.
The man, it's always the man's fault. The only time it's the woman's fault if she know about me.
So let me ask you this.
But it's still my man's fault because you my man.
If a bitch, if you in there with Jordan like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You talking to him. Mm-hmm. And it just happened. It ain't happened to me, but it happened recently to somebody else I know. And you talking to him, and the bitch come in his ear. And started talking like, thank you for such and such.
What you mean? So I'm like this on my man.
Like this.
And
on,
she come
on the other side.
And she come on his ear?
Yes, and saying, thank you for giving me such and such. Bitch, you too close.
You disrespecting me.
You too close. What I told you, I said, if a bitch is around you and she's there too long, it's a word for it. What I told him the other day, I said,
first of all, don't get in my
she's lingering.
Ear.
I don't like no lingering asshole. First of all, if my husband give you something, because you asking him to give you a lighter or whatever, bitch, take the lighter and move the fuck on. You don't gotta come to him when he's sitting down and talking about something. Thank you for the lighter. Bitch, you about to get these hands about to light on your face.
Yeah. She's trying to try you.
You a lingering asshole. Don't be lingering. I don't like lingers. Is that a word, lingers?
Girl, we're gonna make it a word. We're gonna make it a word.
We make a word.
Don't do
that.
And be a lady. First of all, you know he married. You know he got a wife. Don't be whispering.
But even if you don't even know who the woman is beside him, bitch, act as if that's the woman he with, because it be some different.
Did she even speak to you?
It wasn't. She didn't do that shit to me because baby, my attitude was on one. Because I thought she was walking towards mine, but she had went the other route.
Okay.
She did it to somebody who I was with, like
So
somebody.
did she even speak to the girl?
Hell no, she didn't speak. And then she went, girl. I got so mad. Gino got so mad. I took the bitch in the restaurant and like, look, because I'm being mature now. I didn't even go off on her ass. I said, look, what you just did was uncalled for. I said, my whole thing is, you're a linger hoe. That's what I told her. I told her that. I said, you're a linger hoe. And she didn't get offended about it. I said, she was like, what is that? I said, you came to him and you stayed there. You're lingering. What for what? I said, you should just told him, thank you outside, what you already fucking did.
Exactly.
You don't have to come inside and he with a woman. You don't even know that's his woman, his sister, his cousin. You don't know who the fuck that is. Exactly. But assume that's his woman, bitch. When you see a man out with a woman on the side of him or vice versa, assume that's a person. Don't come up to me.
Don't. Girl.
Don't fucking disrespect. I will cut your ass off.
In his ear. Girl.
She was this close.
She could have put the lighter down. Thank you so much for the lighter. And moved on. Kept walking.
I got tried the other day. That's how I know I'm growing. The bitch, we was out of the place. The bitch said something. She was like, hey. And you know, my husband, he ride bikes. So I'm like, he know a lot of people, social club. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of people. So my insecurities have to be all the way low because he know a lot of people. But so do I. So when I know people, his insecurity, I say, you need to take it down a notch because I know them from other places. Mm-hmm. And he tell me the same thing. So I had to pipe down a whole lot because he know people and I have to realize he know them from somewhere else before me, or, you know, he went out to a bike they gonna talk. I don't want my husband to be a fucking nun and not speak to women.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But they should know who the fuck I am when I step in the fucking door. Like, let me move my ass.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So when I walked in there, she said, hey. That's how she did it. Hey. I said, who the fuck she? Because that type of hey, it wasn't like, what's up? Or, hey, how you doing? It was like, hey. Like, y'all been fucking talking, conversing. Right? So I wanted to say, because I'm petty, I want to say, hey, but I didn't say shit. So I'm like, cause if she talking to Gina, so when she walked over, I thought, oh, so this bitch want to hug her. When a bitch come from a section and walk away from the section and come up, she want to fucking hug, but he knew not to do that. So he turned his back on me because we was just talking about that same situation I brought up earlier, just a minute ago. And when she came up, he was talking, but he never looked back like, you know, there go my wife. He said, so he be doing them butterfly lines that I be saying, different color lines. So he never looked back and like, that's go my wife, because he knew, okay, she's aggressive. Tamika about to pop off. We don't know where she at today. But I've been drinking. This bitch, how I know that she wanted to talk to, this how you know when a motherfucker want to talk to your man. I was so mature, thank God. I didn't go off on the bitch because she didn't do shit disrespectful, but say, hey. So when she walked over and started talking to Gino, and he said, hey, my wife right here, like, don't do that, that's disrespectful. You know, he checked the bitch or whatever. That's what he say. Butterfly lie. When he walked away, what allowed me to think that he talked to her more was because the bitch kept staring at me like, I was like, what that bitch staring at? So I asked myself, why your bitch staring at me? He said, that ain't my bitch. Let's start there. Okay. So why she staring at me? So everything I did, she stared at me. So get what I did to her. Hey.
What'd she do?
I said, hey, motherfucker looked mad. She went to another section. Bitch, what you want from me?
Right.
Like,
why you still staring at me?
Like, I can't stop him. Let me tell you something. Because I've been cheated on. If the shit gonna happen or it's not gonna happen.
Exactly. My
whole thing is whatever happened, the dog gonna come out and light. That's why I don't cheat. Because I know a lot of niggas be trying to talk to me, but I try my best not to even say shit to him because I don't know who the fuck my husband know.
Exactly.
I don't know who the fuck he know who know them. So, because this world is small, so I try my best not to say shit to nobody. But I ain't being no nun because I love people. I love to communicate with people. I love to talk to people. I'm a people person. So I'm going to talk to people. And my husband know that. If a nigga buy me a drink, I'm going to take it. But hold on. Let me ask that. If a nigga buy you a drink, right? But can your man buy another bitch a drink?
No.
Damn. Do you?
My man cannot buy nobody else a drink.
You know how they say, you know how women be like, that's, how a man can do something a woman can't do it. What they say? What's the word for it?
It's double standards.
That's double standards. So
this how I feel about the situation. This how I feel about
I went somewhere else with the topic, y'all.
Right. This how I feel about that situation, buying drinks. Because I haven't talked about this with my fiance. Buying drink. Okay, now if I'm somewhere and a man just want to buy me a drink, I'm going to decline it. If he just want to buy me a drink. One man just want to buy me a drink. I'm going to decline it.
So have you declined it? Okay.
Now, I'm in a group and a man want to buy all those drinks, I'm going to take that drink. If it's 2 girls, 3, 4 girls.
So you have declined.
A man I have declined a drink. If one guy comes by, I want to buy you a drink, I'm going to decline it. I'm going to decline it if I'm by myself. But if it's a group of us, hell yeah, let's take the free drink. Because I feel like, okay, even though you may not do nothing with that guy or whatever, but just him buying you one drink, okay, nobody else.
So
that's too much.
So what if he
don't?
Too much. What if he don't ask for you to buy him a drink? Because I'm trying to figure out if I did something wrong. What if he don't ask? Can he buy you a drink? But your homegirl is a bartender, right? Your sister's a bartender, and she said, "I'm gonna put your drinks on his tab." It's just like buying. And I'm like, bitch, go ahead and do that shit then.
That's a little different.
Ain't my pocket.
That's a little different.
It's different.
But I feel like if a guy actually come up to you and be like, let me buy you a drink. You know, I'm in a club, I'm by myself, or what if I'm with you and he just come and say, let me buy you a drink, just me, I'm declining. I'm like, yeah, you can buy me and my friend a drink.
Okay, so that's how I am. Cause,
you can buy me and my friend a drink.
Because I'm always out with people, so I'm like, he like, what you drinking? Oh, I'm drinking Tito. What you say?
That's how you do it. But just you think you just gonna buy me a drink.
Cause it ain't going nowhere.
It ain't going nowhere. Cause then he gonna try to circle back. I bought you that drink, let me get another.
Oh, and guess what I do? I'm in Cash App. Because at the end of the day, it's not gonna go nowhere. We're not doing nothing extra. It's not gonna go nowhere. The conversation is dead. Like when you ask me for my number, I'm gonna say no. Like it's not going to go anywhere. And if I take your number, it's because we're networking. Because obviously I have to network because I have a whole business. So I'm not gonna call you. Like, don't think I'm gonna be calling you. You're gonna be texting me to my baby. What's up?
No, but girl, I'm off topic a little bit. But have you ever a nigga be like, after he done bought you a drink or whatever, and he in your ear, getting on your fucking nerves?
Get the fuck away! Get my green.
You ever gave a fake number out?
Hell yeah! What's your fake number?
And then whatever.
You know your fake number?
Hell no, bitch! I think it was 4467121. I'm gonna make it up some shit. I ain't never done that. I ain't gonna get
your number out either.
But like, I'll give a fake number out. But the thing I don't like is when I'm
don't call you right there.
Let me run to the bathroom. Hold up. Huh? I might start talking to somebody else. Let me get the fuck out of here.
They asked you, did you get it? I got it.
I'm about to text you right now. Get the fuck on. Okay, damn. And I hate men that be that way. If you want to buy me a drink, buy me a drink. Be nice.
They gonna say,
but don't expect that you're supposed to get my number from a $5-10 drink. Go somewhere on your cheap ass. You think you're supposed to get my number for $10 drink?
We gotta work this shit out, y'all. We got an event to go to.
Girl.
It's even, I think the event started at 1.
It's probably still going.
It's still going. God knows we're gonna be there.
Okay.
Okay, you guys, so we gotta stop this fucking podcast because we got somewhere else to go.
Cause she did all this. We weren't supposed to do that, but it's okay. I'm gonna be back. This ain't the last.
This ain't the last time. Definitely gonna have her on here whenever she can. Schedule. Y'all gonna see a lot of people who've been on here the same on one time. Y'all gonna see a lot of those people come back because we love their energy. But definitely fuck with my girl. This is my best friend. This is my only best friend.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Love you, but I love you. So this is my best friend Millie. I call her Millie. I call her Jay. I call her everything.
My real name Jamilya.
Okay, let's go there. Please go follow my girl on IG on all social media. Mm-hmm. Make sure y'all go follow me on IG up on the Hookahs and Conversation if you're not. Also follow my podcast up on the Hookahs and Conversation, and fuck with your girl on the podcast platform up on the Hookahs and Conversation pod. Also, y'all see the feet.
Girl, I love it.
I gotta also
keep saying that.
I
gotta really buy this too. I'm not just talking. I'm really buy it.
Go fuck with my girl at the Delia Exotic Boutiques. She has everything. And one more thing before we close, I told this young lady that I love supporting other people, especially black people. I told her that I was going to advertise her stuff on my podcast. So this is the thing. She made these dope ass candles. It looked like a margarita.
It looked real. Cause look, when I first came here, I'm like, bitch, you got 2 drinks?
This is the ice. It's strawberry margarita. She got like a little straw right here. It's called Petite Gift Inc. And you can find her stuff up under Petite Gift at Facebook or Petite Gift for You on IG or whatever. I will put her stuff inside of. I will tag her stuff inside my post when I post my stuff on IG. I would not tag her stuff on my YouTube page, but it will be on my IG. But it's definitely dope. Definitely, girl. It's something different.
Really nice.
I'm never going to light this up, but it smells good. You want to smell it? It smells really good, but I would never light this up because I don't know how it's going to look afterwards. But it's definitely dope. But y'all make sure y'all fuck with me. I'm Tamika. This is Hookahs and Conversation. This is my best friend, Millie. She would definitely come back. I enjoyed this motherfucking episode. Make sure y'all follow, share, subscribe, and like. And I got some different shit coming up in the month of June and the month of July. Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.